What's up, you guys? I'm your PlayStation gamer Chaos Val, and I'm coming back to do my part 2 video for my PS4 collection. Let's start things off. I know Grand Theft Auto 5, which I know I pointed at in the last video, but going back through, I was like, I didn't really talk about this that much. Considering I usually talk a little about each game, and I kind of made up a little excuse about I don't need to explain what's in a Grand Theft Auto game. But I'm going to talk about this one a little bit. I actually do play this one a real lot because of the online mode, and the online mode is really fun and also very frustrating at times. I love racing. I love I've done like 1,000 races in the game. The time that game has been out. I mean, I know there's other people who probably like done 3,000-4,000 already by now, but just like all the extra like free content we get through the online mode. It just feels like really nice. You get a game where you get DLC that you don't have to buy anymore. You just get it. And well, I mean, Rockstar's probably already made like, besides the $60 it took, was for that game, Rockstar's probably already made, my wallet shrink about, shit. Because in the online mode, you can, like how commonly with a lot of MMOs, you can use real money to buy in-game cash, which you can do in the Grand Theft Auto Online mode, which I do like once every month. So, and I've done that ever since it's been a thing, so, yeah. Rockstar's probably easily made about another $300 or $400 off my fucking wallet over the past couple years. Jesus. Yeah, but oh no, it's not so bad. Oh, that was that one. I got this. It's a little outdated considering I think 17 is out now, but I got Madden. Oh, if I could fucking Madden 15. I'm not a very big sports heavy game. Oh yeah, that's why I was gonna also talk about in Grand Theft Auto is I got really into. I really like the golf and the tennis game in Grand Theft Auto Online. A lot of people probably don't give a shit for that, but I do. I like that. Like I got heavily into the tennis game after well, I can go into that later. It's for a different topic of debate, whatever, because it's anime related. Why I got into the tennis game, but okay, back to Madden. I'm not a big sports heavy fan person. Like I don't really like sports at all. I don't watch football, baseball, racing. What else is there? Anyway, I'm not like my dad is. My dad, he, if he's at home, he's watching Sports Center. But not to say that I don't like those things. I can enjoy them, but I just don't really care for watching it all the time. But I will say I do love Madden. Madden brings out this competitive side to me that makes me like it just brings out this whole different side of me that I'm not usually prone to. Like if I make mistakes, I get really pissed very quickly. I will end up shouting absurdities at the screen and I can tell you it ends quickly because my mom will bitch at me for outrageously yelling this stuff. Oh god. But yeah, that's all I have in that. And as you expect, I have Dying Light, which if you watch my last video, I say the reason I got into zombie stuff is I love zombie fiction, and this is no different. Was kind of like the Dying Light is it's another like, oh, you're trapped in a city full of zombies and you have to, you struggle to survive. You find different weapons. Weapons have different like as RPG elements too. Like weapons have certain like levels and there's certain like what's like grades, I guess. Like there's like normal and then there's rare and super rare and then like the higher you go, the better the weapon is and like all the zombies are attracted to sound. There's a few different like alterations of different kind of zombies. All right, throw the wood right. And well, the one thing I didn't really care for, which was kind of the selling point, the selling points of the game, is the parkouring that you have to do until you get like I think it's like grappling hook or whatever it is that makes it like scaling through the map so much like twice as fast. But it takes forever to get up to that point because fucking getting spirits in that game is a fucking chore. But it's not saying it's a bad game. It's a very fun, worthwhile game, and it's fun co-op mode too. Like it's fun to play with friends and beat the shit out of some zombies and go complete some fucking objective or do some side quest or help play the story. That's kind of the game's appeal right there. Is it's fun to play with people. I mean, it's also fun to play on your own, but it's also fun to play with people. Which and anyone who's probably played Dying Light knows this already. I thought it was actually very interesting. It's the very final mission. You have to do solo. You can't do it with anybody. You have to do it on your own. Okay, sorry. Last time I'm going to do that. But that is all for that. And now moving on. I have Dragon Ball Xenoverse. I still play this game even now. I mean, not like a whole lot. Like I play it probably once every couple of weeks. I did play it a whole lot when it first came out. And there are things that I like and I don't like about Xenoverse. Well, okay, the one things that I don't really like is my first two characters I made, I fucked up their builds a lot. Like I made my first character was a Majin Buu or Majin, whatever. She was a Buu, but I made her like balanced all around, which isn't a bad thing. It just kind of sucks because when you get to like the harder quests, you need to be really good at like either like you need to have really powerful beams or be really like powerful melee. Otherwise, you're not gonna really like do much. And then I made my second character, who was a Saiyan, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make her the fighter and just be like melee only. And I didn't really like not saying it was a bad thing. That's how I wanted to build her character, and that's what I did. It just wasn't as satisfying. And then I made my third character, and actually, my third character is my best one so far. It was an Earthling who has like 100 level fucking like I've leveled him 100 on the beam damage, and I have like so much ki, and I have like a separate like or ki is for energy, by the way, if you didn't realize that, but I'm sure anyone knows that if you know Dragon Ball or Xenoverse. And then and I kind of balance them out between health and attack and whatever the other one is. I don't fucking remember. And so far, that has actually worked really well because the one thing that you really need to do, and if you're gonna play Xenoverse and you're gonna make a Saiyan, Saiyans are best for beams. I'm not like anyone else can do whatever they want. I'm just gonna say my opinion. Saiyan characters, they're great for beam attacks because they have the Super Saiyan transformation, which makes the energy required to for using their beam attacks is lessened when you're in your Super Saiyan transformation. So you can do your ultimates, like you can just keep spawning your ultimates over and over again, that twice as much as you could before when you're not Super Saiyan or whatever. So you pretty much just turn Super Saiyan when you spam your ultimates, which is I've seen so many times already. But that's just kind of like this seems like the recipe for victory, like for quickest victory and the easiest way to complete any kind of quest because those ultimates are the what do the most damage most quickly. But I will say I did enjoy the campaign and the story mode, and I was kind of hoping I wish they had more by now, but I don't think that's gonna happen considering it's been fucking like months already since they released the last little like package or whatever the hell they came out with. But the story isn't too bad either, though. It's a little frustrating at times too. But I kind of also got it because I love Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball Z is my favorite anime of all time to this day, and it always will be. So that's kind of my reason why I bought this. But that is that, and that's all on that. Now I have, oh yeah, I have Dragon Eggs. I said Dragon Eggs. Dragon Age Inquisition. The only reason I bought that game is because I got Dragon Age Origins for the PS3, and I just love being a sarcastic dick to everybody. Like when it comes to the whole like dialogue choice of conversations, I always pick the one that like just makes me laugh the most. Like I was like, hey, I'm such a dick, and if I would have said this in real life, I'm not surprised someone hasn't stabbed me in the back yet. But I I didn't play that one a whole lot. Like I do like Dragon Age and everything, but I haven't got super into it. Like I want to at some point, but not at the moment. Like I'm kind of little into some other stuff right now to really invest my time and the time required in order to get kind of really enveloped in that whole game's world and story and all the mechanics and everything. But the short time that I did play it, I will say that I did enjoy it. I I think I fucked up the character that I made. I didn't really like her all that much. She was a tall ass brute with a big fucking hammer, or a big two-handed weapon. I don't remember if it was a hammer or not, but I just remember it was two-handed. Okay. I was about to grab my water again. Not doing that. A friend kind of convinced me to buy this. I got the Final Fantasy X 10-2 HD remastered deal, which I was trying to remember why I bought this game. Like I played the shit out of Final Fantasy X, just like probably anyone else who did if they ever owned a PS2. And like I said, my bestie who shit. I say I play the shit out of it. He is way worse. I remember him bragging back in the day about how he had like fucking like 900 hours clocked into his save file back when that shit happened. I was like, damn. I only played it to fucking all the way through the story. Like that's it for me. Like I didn't do the extra like monster hunter thing. I didn't go through like look at all the secrets and all the collectibles. Like I did collect like the secret Aeon, the summons are called Aeons, but I'm not sure why I have to explain that. Most people probably already know that. But I did get those, but that was it. I got those, and then I wouldn't say I guess I didn't do every secret. I did go through and try to find like a few of the characters' ultimate weapons. Like at least I did find the ones for the party members that I used mostly, and also like went through and found the way to get their ultimate specials or whatever the hell they were called. Their limit breaks, as to say, because Final Fantasy VII is my favorite game of all time. But limit breaks is just the easiest way to explain that, I think, and everyone will probably understand that. But anyway, what were they called in the Final Fantasy? Oh yeah, they're called overdrives, right? I think so. Whatever. I'm not sure. You can't answer me anyway. Why the hell am I talking to that? And this one was kind of a mistake. There's only one reason I bought this. It's Final Fantasy Type 0. Oh, God. For some reason, the disc popped out of it. jewel case, but whatever. I hate that. I hate when I get games and you pick up the case and you just move the case a little bit and you hear that little clinking. I was like, great, the disc isn't actually centered into the little pocket it's supposed to be in. It's getting all moved around and scratched the fuck up everywhere. It's like, anyway. Back to Final Fantasy Type Zero. I only played like the prologue of that game. There was only one reason I bought that game, because it came with the demo to Final Fantasy 15, which I also did play that as well, and I wasn't as satisfied with it either, though it was a much better game than Type Zero, I'll admit. Because Type Zero, like, I don't know, the graphics feel off in Type Zero. Like, you see my hand? It looks like a hand, right? Like how it should be. Like, you know, in today's current, like, gaming, you know, graphic detail, my hand should look like this in a game, not like this. Their fingers are stuck together like they were glued. And I was just like, yo, so like their character models are a little like blocky in spaces, and it just feels like really off. But I mean, as for the gameplay wasn't too bad. I could get into it. It was like some parts kind of confused me a little bit. I would say I did enjoy the beginning, where I think there's a final boss in the prologue where you turn into like Odin or whatever. You actually turn yourself into a summon, which is supposed to be like a taboo in the world, I guess, because when you do that, you're apparently, I guess the point is you're supposed to sacrifice yourself to do that, but the special people in the game, characters who play with, you make a party out of, they're special in the fact that they don't die after that. They can come back to life, which is kind of their thing. But anyway, that's kind of all I got about that. Because I didn't realize, as I said, I didn't play too much. I only got through the prologue, which I'm going to drink my water again. Excuse me. I lied. I'm going to do it again. Sorry. But that's all I got through that. And this is another one I kind of want to dig through. And also, the reason I bought this, I got The Witcher 3, The Wild Hunt. And kind of the same reason there was so much praise surrounding that game. I just couldn't help but get it, because also I really wanted to try playing it, because it kind of reminded me of the whole like kind of Skyrim feel to it. Also a little bit of Dragon Age fit with the whole kind of like the conversational dialogue choices, and as also with that one in The Witcher, I enjoy being the sarcastic dick, making all the snarky remarks all the time. And Geralt is a great character. He's a very entertaining protagonist, I have to say. I mean, I guess he's as entertaining as you make him to be, which is probably another selling point of why I like it so much. And then I did play it a little bit, but not a whole lot. Like another one, I've only got to like the prologue in that, where you go through the White Orchard arc in the beginning. But I seriously want to get more into that game. I just haven't found quite the time yet to invest in it. But I will. I trust you. I promise. I will. Eventually. Someday. Alright. Oh, yes. And here we are. I have Mortal Kombat X. Or Mortal Kombat 10, if you're picky. Whatever. Don't care. Mortal Kombat X is... The reason why I got Mortal Kombat is because the last one, Mortal Kombat 9, or just Mortal Kombat, which, I mean, whatever, it's Mortal Kombat 9. I'm just going to call it that. That came out on the PS3. It was so good. I enjoyed playing Mortal Kombat 9 on the PS3. Like, a lot. Me and my best friend would get together and we do co-op, the team co-op ladder on expert mode, like. for an hour because we do it like twice, and it's like, yeah, we enjoy kicking the shit out of everybody all the time. And I will say I wouldn't say Mortal Kombat X is bad. It still had my favorite character who I used all the time, Kenshi, who I still, I loved, and the story was really good, though a few of the characters I didn't enjoy as much because their moves were a little frustrating, and I didn't enjoy. I would say I didn't enjoy the parts where you had to play as the guy who became the new Emperor of Outworld or fighting against him because his move set was just weird to me. Not saying that it couldn't be a bad character or a bad, person to play as. I don't know. I just didn't get it. But I do love Kenshi. I did kind of like how they have different like fighting styles which you can pick. There's like each character has three different like fighting styles that you can pick out. And as I said, like Kenshi is my main. I could just say main. Kenshi is my main guy, and I love Kenshi's. I think it's called possessed style. Because the one thing that frustrated me in Kenshi in Mortal Kombat 9 is that he didn't have a teleport skill, which is what I hate my bestie before, because he would always play Scorpion and he always kick my ass because Scorpion, he would teleport all over the fucking place. And I was like, yeah, now I have a teleport. And then I was playing it, getting really good with Kenshi, and we started playing, and me and him started playing together, but unfortunately, this is where X kind of fails for me, is there's no co-op modes in it anymore. It's just strictly versus. And we did versus each other this time, and he got super frustrated because he couldn't beat me anymore because now I had Kenshi with a teleport skill and I knew all of Kenshi's moves and he was kind of a newbie into the series because he didn't really like X as much as I did. And I don't think we're gonna play that ever again. But I did say it is a very enjoyable fighting game. It's just it feels like it felt like kind of a step down from Mortal Kombat 9. I mean, it would have been better if there was some kind of co-op mode in it. If they would have kept something like that, like if we could do like an online co-op ladder or some kind of tournament or something like that. Moving on. This is the last game I got for you guys today. I got Dynasty Wars 8 Empires, which I think if you watch any of my last, like my PS3 game videos, which I think I have Dynasty Warriors, or a couple of the Dynasty Warriors games in one of them. I love Dynasty Warriors. I mean, you guys could probably bitch and complain that it's just this rehashed hack and slash game that comes out, and it's no different each time. It's not really why I love Dynasty Warriors 8 Empires. In Empires, I love the Empire mode. I wasted, I wouldn't say, I guess it wouldn't be a waste since I enjoyed it so much. I love, the story of building up my own empire, helping another empire achieve success, and take over all of Great China back in the old day. But I really love the most is character creation. I probably made like 20 characters in that game. Like, I'm not kidding you. And I love setting up like different various like stories and everything for all of them, and like making sure it's like, okay, I'm gonna make this guy and this girl, and they're gonna get together, and this is gonna be their two kids, and and I was like, I'm gonna make this group of heavenly maidens. They're all gonna be. I seriously made a team that was like 4 girls, and they were all like jewel based. There was like Ruby, who was a redhead, and she had all like red color theme, and then there was like a Diamond, she had like a white theme, and there was a Emerald who was all green, and Sapphire was all blue, and soda. And I was like, I kind of made my own like Sentai group. I was like, I don't know if there was a 5th member or not. I don't think there was. Actually, I don't think there was actually. Maybe I don't remember, but it was just fun. Like that was one reason why I enjoyed it so much is I could create my own characters and I could involve them in an important game mode and kind of set up the story that I established so far throughout all of them. Ah, fuck, I'm drinking more water again. Fuck you. Alright. Well, as I said, that was the last entry for this video. I hope you enjoyed as much as I did. I'm Chaos Val, your PlayStation gamer, gamer otaku nut. Maybe I'll do some videos where I talk some anime. I'm thinking about it. I don't know yet. I'm still on the fence about that, but I would love to. But okay, no more of this. Departure time. I'm your PlayStation gamer, Chaos Val. Sayonara.